Okay, so with that, what I'm going to do is take my palette and I'm going to take just a little bit of the white and I'm going to put it right here. Now you can pre-mix this if you want. Okay, I'm just going to create this a small amount first because I'm not quite sure what the colors are going to be as I work with. So a little bit of white, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a little bit of orange, like a smidgen of orange and yellow, and put it right there beside. Okay, I'll take the white and I'll start working in the white with the dirty color in my brush. I can see what's happening here. I've got nice kind of a creamy yellowy color here. Okay, that's way too yellow for me. So I'm going to put a little bit more white on the side. And I'll start mixing that in. Like I said, you can do this with a palette knife. It would just be a little awkward for me. I'm just going to do it this way. So I've got a nice color in there. Now, to that, what I like to do is I'll take some of that, the base mountain color, okay, and I'll pull a little bit of that in here. So I've got a few different sets of colors going on here. That's nice in there. Take my brush and I'll go over here. I'm creating different values of this base mix. All within the same color family. And I can even go here and do another one. So I have, let's see, I have, with the mountain, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different values. The more values you have, the more depth and distance you're going to get in your mountains. And then I've got this extreme highlight mix right here. What I'm going to do is start off with this dark mix right here. Do a little bit. Actually, what you would do is start with one mix. You would highlight your ridges. Then you would work to the next value up. You wouldn't go over the exact same spot, but you could then just start picking out extreme ridges in your rocks. Then you would go to the next value and the next value, and where you would finish off is with the brightest mix here, and you would just highlight the extreme peaks. Like in here. See how these bright white spots? That's your final highlight. Okay, you don't put these extreme highlights everywhere, just where the rocks are the pointiest and closest to the sun. If you were working with snow, then you can put a lot of that color on there. So with this mix now that I made, so I'm using the darker mix that I have, which is this last color here. Okay, this last color right here. I'm using that. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to just touch where I see the darker areas of the mountain. All I'm doing now is I'm just defining some shape. So, because I want a ridge here, let's see, this is going to be a little bit darker right here, so I'm just going to, so I'm sort of highlighting the shaded side right now. You can't just leave a side shaded. You've got to have a little bit, because it's not like the sun isn't getting to this at all. There is sunlight on this side because it's daylight, so we don't want to leave it black. So all I'm doing is just going around, and this one here is going to be in the back. I'm just going to touch a little bit in here. So just where I want to set things back, that's all I'm doing. I have a nice ridge here, so I'm just going to touch that in and very lightly just bring that down, touch, touch, touch. And I'm wiping my brush every single time because as I'm coming down here, applying a bit of color, I'm picking up that base color. Now I'm going to go to the next mix because I'm going to show you, I'm going to concentrate on this area right here. I'm going to go to the next mix. So you could take that same mix and just keep adding white to it. Now if I want to start just picking out where I want to see some some ridges. So I'm going to go here and I see a little bit right there. Oops, you know what? It would help if you guys could see what I was doing. Right there. Okay, that's about the only stroke I can get without having to clean my brush. So I'm going to clean my brush. And I'm just going to go right in here. I see a little ridge right here. So all I'm doing is just with the corner and chisel edge of the brush, I'm just touching in where I see some little rock formation starting to take place. The way that you can get the easiest way you can see that, stand back, and you should be, and actually working with longer brushes is better. I'm working with short brushes because I'm so close, but working with a longer brush and taking a step back, and then when you find something you really like, take that brush, hold it from the end, and just start making your mark. Okay, but taking a step back makes a big, big difference. Now I'll go here and let's see, I'm just going to bring a bit more in here. Wipe my brush. Pick up some more color. Oh, let's do something here. I see there's a brush stroke here, so I'm going to make this a drop. Wipe my brush. Reload. And now when I do this, I'm going to come right down. It's going to set this one here in the back. Okay, so let's just redo this again here. And I'm not going for complete coverage because you don't want to cover all of the background colors. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to let some of that show through. And now we can create another ridge here if we wanted to. I'll just do this. And bring that down. And let's work on this side because I want to show you how to do some highlighting. So now I'm looking at this and I don't know if you guys can see that. There's brush strokes right here. This I could easily see becoming another mountain in the front. Problem is, this has almost the same shape as this. Okay, so that would be a bad composition. Okay, because then you've got a pattern developing. I could easily change the shape if I wanted just to start doing the highlighting right from here and then bring this piece up. So it would be like this. I could do that. Let's see, I'm going to go right here. Work on that shape right here. And wipe my brush. And basically now all we're just doing is just identifying where we're seeing our rock formations.